All right, well, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Maria Dismondy, and I have been your host for the Empower, Ignite, and Source Summit all week long. It is bright and sunny here in Michigan. I can't really find a good spot, but I am going to go ahead and keep on going. So today is actually my own interview. So we don't have someone interviewing me. I am just going to be giving my talk on creating a family legacy. And I'm also doing a Facebook Live. So hello to all of my Instagram Live followers. Creating a family legacy. So again, my name is Maria Dismondy. I have been writing children's books for 10 years now. So just we're into the 10-year mark. Spaghetti and a Hot Dog Bun came out in 2008. And I resigned from teaching in 2011. And this, for the last 10 years, I have been growing my family while at the same time doing loads and loads of research on empathy, on bullying, on parenting best practices. So one thing that has kept coming up, thank you so much for your positive comments over there. One thing that has come up in all of my research is values, the importance of family values. And for those of you who have been following the summit all week, you have heard numerous times speakers talk about the importance of shared values within the home. So if you're just tuning in, be sure to register, because those of you who register by 10 p.m. tonight for the summit, I will put a link below on Facebook. There's a link in my profile on Instagram. You will receive Cliff Notes, a comprehensive set of Cliff Notes from all of the speakers, all 31 speakers, but you have to register by 10 p.m. tonight. Those of you who register after 10 p.m., you will not get those Cliff Notes, but you will be able to see the encore videos. So tomorrow morning, we're going to have our top 1 to 3 videos available for a certain time period again, because the videos go out. All right, so let's continue on. We're talking about family legacy. So the first thing that you want to do is, if you're a single parent or you have a partner, you want to focus on creating a list of your own values. Then what you do is you sit down with your partner and you combine that list and you say, okay, which values do we have that are overlapping? Those are going to be the values that are really important to raise your children and to have in your home. So one of the things we've done, I got to grab it real quick here. One of the things, I have all my supplies except for this one. One of the things that we did in our family, we took our combined values and we created a family values mission statement. And that mission statement is posted on a refrigerator. All of our kids have it memorized, because in our parenting, we are constantly going back to this mission statement. The mission statement is, in our family, we are kind, we work hard, and we have fun. So for Dave and I, kindness and love, work ethic was really important to us, and so was having fun. So these were the 3 values that we took that we wanted to bring into our home. So when a child is going throughout their day, we will remind them and say, hey, remember what it means to be a Dismondy. What you're doing right now, is that part of being a Dismondy? And they'll say, oh, no. And then the other thing is, we have a mantra. Someone taught us to have a mantra. And I think that's really powerful too. And I met a woman who has teenagers and their family has a mantra. So having a family mantra is really important, because when you're out in public, you don't have to say, oh, remember what it means to be a Dismondy? What's our family mission statement? All you have to say is your mantra. And our mantra is, be a Dismondy. And I have somebody I met, and she has teenagers, and her family had a similar one. And we sat with the kids to come up with our mantra, and we gave them different choices, and they really liked be a Dismondy. A great reminder. So again, my name is Maria Dismondy. We're talking about the importance of leaving a legacy for your family. A legacy is something that is passed on to your family from you to them. So if I were to, God forbid, die tomorrow, what would be the legacy I am leaving behind for my children? And in order to leave a legacy behind, I think that we have to be intentional in our parenting, and we have to bring in our values. We have to live our values every single day. And I know life is totally hard at times, and I'm not always going to be having fun in our household. And so my values might not always come through in my parenting, but my partner will help me to bring it back. Amen. I love it. Boss Mom Power, you guys, your comments are so great. My partner will help me to come back to that. My children will help me to come back to that because we're all on the same page. I have some notes here. So in order to leave a legacy, I'm going to teach you how to do that through traditions, and I'm going to teach you how to do that through routines. So let's start with traditions. Something that your children look forward to, something that is repeated. We've actually had some traditions that we've given up on, that they just ran their course, okay? One tradition that we have every year is the fancy family dinner. And it's on Valentine's Day, or it's around Valentine's Day. Our entire family, all 5 of us, we get super duper, hi Molly from Europe. We get super duper dressed up. I cook a fancy meal, which, to be honest, it hasn't been that fancy, but I like candles and I decorate, and the meal hasn't been very fancy, but it looks fancy. And that is a tradition my children look forward to. We put on slow jazz, we dim the lights, and the 5 of us have a candlelit dinner. Now, I wanted to actually show you some pictures from our candlelit dinner. So I'll show Facebook first. You can see in the morning, I put hearts all over the fridge. I actually had like paper plates on top of chargers to make it look fancy. And let's see, that was breakfast. You can see my husband is in a suit and tie. The kids are all dressed up. One year, we got super fancy. I put on my wedding dress and my husband wore a tuxedo. Talk about a fancy family dinner. Now, I do want to be completely honest for everyone. And there's like 30 viewers right now. I'm going to be completely honest. I couldn't zip my wedding dress up all the way in the back, but I made it happen, people. Okay, so that's a tradition that we have. Another tradition we have is we go caroling every year for the holidays. So that's something that the children look forward to. And you can see that our values are in those traditions, right? So again, in our family, we work hard, we are kind, and we have fun. So those values come into the traditions that we create for our children. All right, so let's move on from traditions and talk about routines. Routines are something that is part of your day. So creating a family legacy should not be super challenging. It's intentional, it takes thought, it takes some planning, but the routine part should be a little bit easier because it's part of your day. So some of the routines that we have that are creating a legacy so that my children are getting something passed on through me to them. We play a game called Cherry Pit at dinner most nights. Tell us the cherry of your day, what was really good, and tell us the negative part of your day. That's the pit. We oftentimes, after dinner, we have routines. After my husband and I clean up from dinner, one of us is cleaning up, one of us is helping the kids get their pajamas and brush their teeth, and then we convene as a family and we either play games or we'll do something else like a dance party. Okay, so the dance party is really fun. Hello to my auntie in New York, or in Pennsylvania. She's tuning in. So the other thing, we'll play games, we'll have a dance party, and a routine that we have every single night is reading. That is something that is really important to me, really important to my husband, not as important to him. So we usually do like a book all together, and then we divide and conquer because of our ages and stages of children. So one of us takes my 4-year-old and does books with him. And then the other one takes the girls and either does 1 or 2 books with each girl, or right now we're reading Wonder with both girls. And some nights my husband will skip that and he'll do meditation with the girls because that's something that's really important to him. And another thing he'll do is massages with the girls. And they have like this little massage toy they got from like Christmas one year in their stocking, and they'll massage Papa's shoulders and he massages their back. So again, it's a routine, and what do you see in those routines? You see your values. In the Dismondy family, we are kind, we work hard, and we have fun. Another one is just part of having a family legacy is giving your family the gift of time, giving them your time. Again, I don't want to be morbid here, but talking about death and you not being here anymore, what is going to be left behind on who you are? And so having time with your family is going to be creating that legacy because they get that gift of your time. Hello, I am Mom Summit. What an awesome week we have had. I actually was interviewed for another summit that is running this week and has been so powerful and has reached over 11,000 parents. So awesome there. Okay, let me get back to leaving a family legacy. Live it like you mean it. So you got to walk the talk. Whatever you're saying you want your kids to be doing, you should be living that within your own home, right? And I know, again, I'm completely honest that I know we have hard days and it's not always going to be easy, but you got to do your best. And if you make a mistake, own up to that mistake, take responsibility as a parent. That is something I've learned and has been a little bit more challenging for me because my ego steps in. And what I really step back and see in perspective taking is, who's the adult here? I made a mistake and I was out of line. For example, I was so upset at my 8-year-old this week because she was wearing her sister's size 4 pants. So then she went and changed. And then a day later, she was wearing these purple pants, which in my head, I was like, those are her sister's size 4 pants again. What is she doing? And I got all upset at the bus stop. I was like, why are you wearing your sister's pants? And she was like, they aren't my pants. They're my pants, Mom. And I was like, no, they're not. I know those purple pants. Totally upset. Well, guess what, everyone? They were indeed the 8-year-old's pants. I felt terrible. But you know what I did? I owned up to it. She got off the bus that day. I said, I made a mistake. I am so sorry. Will you forgive me? And I would say about 5 years ago, my ego would stop me. My ego would be like, oh, I'm the adult. I'm not going to apologize. And so now I've learned, because this is the legacy I want to leave behind. I want my kids to own up to their mistakes. So if I want my kids to be doing certain habits and living certain values, I need to be living them as well. Think about what you want people to say about you when you're gone and live life backward. Thank you, Barbara. One of my buddies is tuning in from Texas. That is beautiful. That is beautiful. Okay, I'm going to move on. I don't have a lot more time. I've got about 3 more minutes for my talk. Everyone joining in, if you haven't registered for the summit, you have until 10 o'clock tonight. Instagram, link in profile. Facebook, link below. All right, so let's go ahead and tell you what's next. Share family stories. Share family stories. My beloved father-in-law did not get to meet my children. He passed away just a few weeks after my husband and I got married, Grandpa Dan. And so what I have done for my children is I've actually created a Grandpa Dan Shutterfly book. And I talked with my mother-in-law about certain stories that we could share on for our children, certain things she loved about her husband, so that my children know who Grandpa Dan is. I will tell you that my son and I read this book 4 times in a row on November 18th. That was the anniversary, the 12-year anniversary of Grandpa Dan's passing. And I read it to the kids in the morning. We talked about Grandpa Dan. We talked about some of the stories in this book. And then my son wanted to hear those stories over and over again throughout the day. And that is part of a legacy, is even though people may not be here on earth today, don't forget to tell their stories. Don't forget to share in laughter about memories that you loved in those people. Allow their legacy to continue on. And again, this is just, it's a book from Shutterfly, and I have pictures and just stories in here so that we never forget Grandpa Dan, and to allow our children to get to know who he was as a person. Ground your purpose in a greater purpose. So part of what I do, I'm very passionate about bringing this positivity to parents and educators, and my children know that because I've shared with them why I love what I do. Ground your purpose in a greater purpose. Service to humanity, what is the purpose, and not just in your family, but again, what is the purpose in your work? So share that with your children and involve them in service projects. Let them see your values in helping other people. Oh, somebody is crying. Oh, I know, isn't it beautiful to remember those who we've lost? Thank you for that. So one other way, I talked about service to humanity, but I need to back up because I only have a minute left here. These are 20-minute interviews because we don't have a lot of time in a day, so I'm not going to expect more than 20 minutes. One other routine we have in our home, this is something I found on Pinterest, and it is in our bathroom. My husband and I's bathroom is like the family hub. That's where everybody brushes their teeth. It's where everyone takes showers. Baths are in another room. Thank you so much. So it's kind of the hub, and our kids are still young. At some point, they'll use another bathroom in the house, I hope. But in our bathroom is this frame and this note that says, I love you because. And this was, I believe, from the Crafting Chicks, or it was from Dating Divas. Those are two awesome resources. We have a sharp dry erase marker in there, and it started out as a board for just my husband and I to write little notes back to each other to show each other appreciation. Again, remember what it means to be a Dismondy. We are a family who is kind, work hard, and we have fun. This is a way that we show love and kindness. And I just noticed my 8-year-old wrote this a couple days ago. I love you because you always give the best hugs. So this is a really nice way to show love in the family that is nonverbal and in a written sense. I will tell you once, I mean, we've had like summer parties here, and my best friend will go upstairs in our bathroom and erase the board, and she'll write a note on there. So it's turned into something that not just my family does, but our visitors like to leave notes on the board too. So for those of you tuning in, I want to thank you for your time and your energy. You know, parenting and teaching, it's hard. It's hard because we are working with children who are trying to gain their independence, children who are learning each and every day as we are. But today's talk was all about leaving behind a legacy and the importance of that. And like I said, nothing I talked about today costs a lot of money. Playing a game with your child, reading a book, you know, writing notes to them, it doesn't cost a lot of money, but it takes intention. It takes us setting aside time and saying, I need to slow down and give my family time. I need to slow down and give my family time. And if you haven't been watching the interviews in the summit, I would say out of 31 speakers, at least 8 of them said, slow down, start saying no to what's not important, start saying yes to your family. Thank you everyone for watching. Don't forget to register so that you can get the free Cliff Notes and you can get the encore videos tomorrow. Signing off everyone, thank you. Instagram, you guys were on fire. Thank you for all of your positive comments. This was so much fun. You know, I live in Michigan, and we have had like 20-degree days, and today it's going to get up into the high 50s, and I'm sweating right now with the sun coming down on me. It's just such a beautiful day, so thank you for sharing this time with me. I don't know how to end this video. Let's see. Oh, you guys are so kind. For Christmas, all of my parents' grandkids wrote an illustrated children's book about one of our ancestors. I love that. Trust me, I'm a mom. That is so cool. And thanks again, Mrs. Price's Kindergaters. I really appreciate it. She said we need to be present over perfect. That was an awesome book, by the way. Present over perfect. Steal any of these ideas, Gabby Garcia. That's why I'm saying this. Pennsylvania, it's a nice and sunny day over there too. That's so great. All right, everyone. Oh, Ash, thanks for the comments on I Look Gorgeous. I actually just got out of my pajamas about an hour ago, and I didn't have time to shower, and I spent the morning drinking coffee and doing puzzles with my son. So that was a good morning, and I just threw my hair up in a pony. Thanks, everyone. Signing off now.